Oh, you know what you got to do is you got to shake it up. There you go. And then... Oh, fuck. I don't want to talk about how much whiskey I just got on my blazer. Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Good to see you. Happy to see you joining us for a... Oh, man, this is good. Delicious episode of Weekly Whiskey After Hours. I'm joined by my good buddy, Jay. Jay, how are you?
Man, I'm doing well. It's good to be here. It's good to be on Thursday. I'm excited to drink some whiskey.
Yeah, so let's, without further ado, dig into it here. We've got the Boss Hog Edition 7, Magellans Atlantic. This is 105.1 proof.
And a
17-year rye. Oh, yeah, it's a real beauty. 17-year rye, finished in Spanish oak and teak wood, which is super unique and kind of crazy. They really played off the journey of the Magellans Atlantic there, crossing the ocean, using some Spanish oak, using some, what is it? I think it's South American teak wood.
Yeah. Teak wood, also known as Umbriana or Umbriana, is from Brazil. It's a Brazilian hardwood. Really tough to work with, really aromatic, really interesting stuff. So this started, I forget, do we know if this is Alberta or MGP? Either way, it started in North America.
Alberta.
Okay, so it's Alberta. So it went from Canada, then down to Vermont, then went over to Spain, then went down to Brazil, and then it bombed on back up to Vermont. So this thing has been literally everywhere. And boy, does it have a lot of character.
Yeah, man. The nose is rich, man. There's a ton going on here. I mean, spicy, fruity, tobacco, big punchy rye. I mean, layers of wood in there. I mean,
that nose is crazy. That nose is pungent, desserty. It reminds me of old dusty things with a weird vibrant woodiness to it. Not like over oaked or tannic or dry, but like
no, not tannic, but
teak wood.
There's a spicy, bright woodiness going on here.
Oh, that's interesting. And this is barrel proof, right? This is 105.
Yeah, I think it's also single barrel.
That's right, because there were a couple releases of these.
This is barrel 1.
Okay.
Man, there's an awful lot of writing on the box. I'm not going to mess with it.
And what are these running? I know
the retail is $500 on them.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. That was a big number.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a lot to bite off, but man, it's also a lot to go through when you have this going on.
I forgot these were this old, but rye. I mean, we'll hit it in another episode. I love what Whistlepig's doing with their 18-year rye. It makes no sense for the price, but man, is it good. This has a lot of that big, chewy viscosity to it, despite being, if it was 65, even 60, even 57% ABV, like the viscosity would make sense because it's so high ABV. But even low ABV, this thing is rich, really rich, powerful, aromatic. There's a note on the palate I'm like struggling to get, but I love it.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be that teak wood is coming through in a way that you can't wrap your mind around it until you have it. It's something where when I was reading about the press release and thinking, okay, am I going to go ahead and get one of these because it's kind of crazy? It could be something that's like really expensive and kind of bombs or just misses the mark. But man, there's
it's spice drop on the nose. Think like holiday anise spice drop.
Oh yeah, totally. There's a whole bunch of that in there. Good background of vanilla too. That Spanish oak really kicks it up.
Yeah, it does. It's
bright and spicy too.
There's so much wood to it without being dry and tannic. Like I love, that's my gripe with things that are too woody and old. This is plum, spice drop, really big wood notes without that bold, tannic, dry, nasty, back palate feel. This is really nice.
Yeah, it is. There's like this, even not quite citrusy, but like leaning towards like a dried orange peel.
I was thinking like those candied oranges you put in cocktails sometimes.
Yep, I could see that.
Wow.
There's definitely like a good layer of fruit in there. Big vanilla. Jumps out with a nice layer of spice. all those woods kind of mixed together in like a not really like a perfumey way, but in like an extremely aromatic way that comes through super unique and really nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would even say this is perfumey. Like I can smell this from across my desk, even holding it out. Like I've been, it looks kind of dumb, but I've been like trying to figure out where it can't smell it anymore, and my arm does not go that far. But I love it.
You
This
do
is
have
like
those T-Rex
potpourri.
arms.
I do. My arms are, are not particularly
Man.
long, but potpourri
Yeah, it's great.
in a good way. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. Like, so when I think of being perfumey is usually when something leans a little bit too floral for me.
Sure.
And that's one of the few things that can kind of put a bourbon or a rye or really any whiskey kind of just outside of my comfort zone is when they get too floral.
Mm-hmm.
And I could deal with things that are, maybe medicinal or maybe vegetal, something that kind of balances but goes a little bit toward an extreme. But when it gets too floral, there's something about it that just doesn't really do it for me. This does not go that way. So when I say perfumey, I just mean in like a big aromatic woody type of way.
Sure. Yeah, this is fragrant and complex. I think that woodiness is actually helping rein in just how vibrant and expressive it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Well, my verdict is I love this. This is probably the best Boss Hog I've had in recent years. I wasn't a big fan of Black Prince. Six was good, but not insane. This is nice. Like I may literally go buy one of these.
Yeah, man. I'm really glad that I snagged this one. This has been great.
Man,
this is right up there with some of the better finished whiskeys I've had in quite a while too.
Man, this is a real.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's wrap on that note. I'm amazed. I expected that this would be okay, that we would balk at the price. We would tell people to go spend their money elsewhere. I'm not an advocate for spending $500 that you don't have on whiskey, but if you do, Christmas is in a meager 6 months. You can still find one of these. Really nice. This is expressive. It's different. It's unique. You have any final thoughts, John?
Yeah, I mean, I would say reach down, grab your and have yourself a good, healthy pour of this, because holy is this nice.
Okay, well, great. More edit work, but great episode. Love this stuff. I'm going to go drink it all night long until it's time for bed. But if you're joining us here, thank you so much for joining us here on After Hours for Weekly Whiskey. Catch us next Tuesday. We have a live episode coming up. Go ahead and look through our backlog. We've recorded quite a few of these. There's some really interesting drams, different bottles, different topics in the backlog. But until then, thank you for joining us. If you're looking for more from John, you can find him at The Bourbon Finder and thebourbonfinder.com. He's on Instagram. He's on Twitter as Finder Bourbon, and he's on his own website, once again, thebourbonfinder.com. Great reviews. I expect we'll see this compared to some other Boss Hogs, maybe some other old, not unicorn, but, some hyper-aged ryes that are interesting. If you're looking for more from me, I'm Jay at whiskeyraiders.com. We're the Rotten Tomatoes of whiskey. We have all sorts of reviews, articles, news. We're pumping out tons of content, so check us out, especially if you're concerned about buying something or you're not sure, or you want to reach out. But thank you again. And I guess that's really all I got. And I can't wait to drink more of this. So cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us.